Welcome to Chapter 13. Today's objective is to classify triangles by sides and by angles. So we have three triangles in front of us right now. Let's number them. 1, 2, and 3. The first thing we need to do is to classify triangles by sides. So that's what we're going to start with. We have triangle 1, triangle 2, and triangle 3. Triangle 1 is an equilateral triangle. And when we look at that word equilateral, I really want to focus on that part that looks like equal. I know it's not spelled the same way, that's okay, but it looks just like equal. Equilateral. And that means that all the sides are equal. And we make little marks like that to show that they're equal. Our next shape, shape number 2, triangle number 2, is a scalene triangle. And in a scalene triangle, none of the sides are equal. So we make different marks, they're called tick marks, on each of the sides. All three sides are different in a scalene triangle. My favorite triangle is called an isosceles. It's fun to say. Go ahead and try it. Isosceles. And in an isosceles triangle, two sides are the same and one side is different. That's an isosceles triangle. And that is how we classify triangles by sides. Now we need to look on the inside of the triangle. And there are three ways to classify them again. Either obtuse, acute, or right. And that talks about the inside angles. And in a triangle, an obtuse triangle means that there is one angle bigger than 90 degrees. Only one. So let's look at the equilateral triangle over here. Is there any angle inside that equilateral triangle that is bigger than 90 degrees? No, not a single one, so it's definitely not obtuse. Let's look at our scalene triangle. Is there any angle inside that scalene triangle that is bigger than 90 degrees? Yes, there is. So this is an obtuse triangle. Do we see the angle in there? That really big one? Yeah, that's the one. That's bigger than 90 degrees. So that is an obtuse triangle. Let's look at our isosceles. Is that an obtuse? No. All the angles are less than 90 degrees. So an acute triangle is our next one, right over here. Acute. Let's look at our equilateral triangle. For an acute triangle, every single angle, every single one, not just one, every single angle has to be less than 90 degrees. So when we look at our equilateral triangle, that is acute. Every single angle in there is less than 90 degrees. It is acute. We know that our scalene cannot be acute because it has one angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. So that brings us to our isosceles triangle. And that isosceles triangle is acute because every single angle is less than 90 degrees. The one we did not use this time was a right triangle. So let's include one now. In a right triangle, just one angle is equal to 90 degrees. That's our right triangle. And this right triangle also turns out to be an isosceles triangle because this side is equal to this side, and then this is different. That is our right triangle. Now, not every time will this work out. An isosceles won't always be acute. An obtuse won't always be scalene. And a right won't always be isosceles. They will be different. Let's keep that in mind. The only one that will stay the same every time is an equilateral will always be acute. So let's practice some together. Let's see how we do. What kind of triangle is this? We want both the side as well as the angle. So by side, all of these are equal. So that is an equilateral triangle. And the angles inside, they're all less than 90 degrees, so this is acute. Way to go. Let's try another one. One more, and then I think you guys are ready for homework. Yes, homework. Let's try this one. Love it. So what kind of triangle is this? Well, when I look at the sides, this side is definitely different from all the other sides. And even though they're close, this side is a little bit shorter than this side. So all three sides are different. That means this triangle is a, say it, scalene triangle. That means we have to look for the angle measure now on the inside. Well, I don't see anything bigger than 90 degrees, but this is 90 degrees, so that means this triangle is a right triangle. So that's what we're working on today, is classifying classifying triangles based on their angles and based on their sides. Good luck with your homework, and I'll see you tomorrow. Wrong button. Let's try that again.